Hey guys. So here we are again. It's been pretty chilled not to stream yesterday. I had to work a very long day, so I didn't have time. I came home at about like 9 and didn't really feel like firing up a stream for 1.5 hours or so. But instead, I actually ended up watching a bit of Shadow. Shout out to him. Shadow Zero Soul. And I think Amber and Jet were there. They were doing some sort of progression. Looked like they had a lot of fun, so it was fun to just hang out there a little bit and chat it up and, you know, see what they were doing and what they were about. But for today, we actually have the main story to continue. And the next leg of the journey is called Nowhere to Turn. As you can hear in the background, I'm already in the, what's the zone called here? The journey's head in Amarang. And after doing the part that we could do from the Eden raids with some FC members and some people that we found through random, you know, teaming up with the duty roulette, ended up helping me all the way to Shiva, or the Shiva fight, because it's sort of not really Shiva because it's Reen. That was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. They were really cool fights, and I failed miserably on Ramu. I think I died like, I want to say I got knocked off the platform 4 out of 5 times it happened, with those ads coming from all corners. But there's so much to watch there that I just, I don't know, I got overwhelmed and I just didn't pay attention to the side ads knocking me off the platform. So I think that happened like 4 or 5 times. I should probably clip that and make that a short or something. I don't know. I gotta get in a habit of like doing these things a bit better. But it all takes a lot of time, and you know, that's something that I don't have a lot of, unfortunately. But yeah, so tonight we start with the MSQ again, and I kind of need to finish 5.2 before Saturday 3, and I have a bit of farming to do. There's one specific item that I need for my glam. I should have a slot in the glamour event hosted by Alpsters and the Fashionistas. I say plural because, you know, it's 2 people behind, it's Lulu and it's Skeffy. And so they are going to be hosting a glam event that we may or may not have a part in. I haven't had confirmation yet, but I'm pretty sure I have a slot. So there's that. So that's why we're playing Final Fantasy the whole week instead of also weaving in some Elden Ring. I'm excited to play Elden Ring as well, but for now we're going to be enjoying the main story quest. So let's just hop it in, shall we? Good. There you go. Alrighty. So here we are with Kashir. Nowhere to turn. Kashir is anxious to see you and Alphino back to Yulmore. Oh yeah, he was warning us. Very curious to see. Lady Chai's up in the parlor. Best not keep her waiting, eh? I like him as a character. He's fun. So right away it sends us to Yulmore. Thank God we can use a teleporter here now. Like before we couldn't. I'm sorry if I sound a bit nasal. That's because my pollen allergies is kind of kicking in. This has been good weather, and now I have like a very stuck nose. So bear with me on that one. It is what it is. This music is almost like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, you can ballroom to this, I think. Not that I can dance or anything, but hey, there it is. Well, not here. Seems out of the ordinary. So I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off into the distance and all that. Sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. Alright. Quite a few people hanging around here. Outside. Ah, there she is. Cool, yeah. Voice acted? I like her voice.
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Yep, voice lines, let's go.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
What is it?
Alone? What of Master Chai?
But that is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
What? What happened?
Huh.
It all began after the events at Mount Golg. With Lord Vorthri out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
And so you held an election?
Interesting.
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see. After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice. Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
Guess he doesn't want the responsibility, or maybe he's prepping for it. Who knows?
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee?
I doubt that somehow.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes. Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty, much less his beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
You truly think so? What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
I don't think he's flat. I don't believe it.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will
It's true, you
return.
cannot say no to her. We all know that.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
Thank you.
There's that smile.
You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
Good. But we'll probably... I have a hunch that we will try and find him anywhere. Anyway, I mean... I'm a Gil Star, so... I'm down to like 2 mil. Not that I had a lot more before, but I did invest some. Makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word. And even if he had, he would have done so. He would have not done so unobserved. Someone here will have seen something, I'm sure of it. You split up and inquire as to whether anyone has saw him leave, or failing that, if they have any idea where he might have gone. I will meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later. Alright. Oh, that's Jack. Master Chai? Why yes, I spoke to him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood, concerned about Yulmer's neglect of industry, you see. With Lord Valtry's apparent inexhaustible stores of meal, ooh, that stuff, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all forgotten under his rule. I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute the revival of trade here in Yulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. Your exchange with Moen has taught you of the stagnant state of business in Yulmore. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Where else do we go? To the Glory Gate. Oh, I guess this is it, huh? Why can't I? Oh, I'll probably have to use the ether. Okay. Alright, where's Alfie? Ah. Oh. Hello. Master Chai, are you? Something amiss? The last time he seemed really ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defenses, among other things. Oh, look at that, he's just been arranging a lot of stuff. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Valtry. And finding General Ranjit in a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty. And some of our longest serving soldiers seemed lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts of Gate Town. And Gate Town. We have a duty to protect not only Yulmore, you see, but the surrounding regions of Kalusha as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for that cause. Indeed, I told him as much. And he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note that we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. The exchange with Koyen has taught you about the perilous state of Yulmore's defenses. It sounds to me like he's just going all around just to arrange a lot of stuff, like a good leader should. He's already taken up the role, it seems. Hi, I recall a man fitting that description. Asked to speak to the poor buggers lately come to right. From right. Said he wanted to know the state of things down in the derelicts. You can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing. There's plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever you can scavenge. But it's barely enough to fill a barracks. But folk here don't want to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself, something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though not content with having his ears chewed up about the derelicts, he asked about the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed to Gate Town, the last saw him. The poor living conditions. Yeah, so he's really just gathering information, as far as I can tell. We have Kite Shear and Tooth Shear. Sorry guys, my nose is just... Hold on. There, better. Ah, there you are. How did you fare? You learned anything which might offer a clue of where the Master Chairs were about? Actually, quite a lot of things. Here we go. Interesting. Apparently he paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admissions to customers from the outside of Humor, which proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he got a big plan for the place. Humor, I mean, not the bee. Perhaps. But the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? We all know for certain that Master Chai has shown great concern not only for Yulmore, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical then, that having consulted those within the city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Would I? Should make inquiries in Right. I shall do likewise in Stilltide. Gate Town, I'll see you, Cashier. Fair enough. Where should we meet when we finished? Well, not wrong would seem to me like his next most likely destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then. If not, we'll be well situated to continue our search. Clever boy. Why can I not mount here? Oh, because I need to zone out. Right, this six-legged horsey. Somehow it doesn't look that weird. Don't know why. Huh? No, the name doesn't ring any bell, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistral gentleman here not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Humor, or rather the lack of them. Lost a great many people to their promise of mule and a chance of lavish life among the three. and FFXIV thought to take even more from us, conscripting a few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. I needn't tell you what happened when the Sineaders came. Such things are hard to forgive. But FFXIV's gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Yulmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend. Jay Nuss, was it? I'm sure the others said the same. Not that he wanted to hear, I suppose, because he left soon after, and that was that. But what direction, bro? I guess he told us, because... probably not. What level am I? 82. Oh yeah. Almost 83, holy moly. Might hit 90 before even getting to Endwalker, huh? If I stay with the Dark Knight. I would like to level Warrior, I think, first. For Endwalker. Because it's been the main, you know, I've been Marauder for most of my time playing. And the Warrior is 72, almost 73. Oh, half the gear is missing. But I would like to get the Warrior up there as well. He paid a visit to both Bright and Gate Town as well, did he? He's been a busy bee. I see. Cashier and I gleaned as much. Much the same. He seemed determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements in Kalusia. The only likely place he has left to go being Amity. Come. If we are quick, we may catch up with him. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh, ominous music. Mordai, Elfino, Cashier, what are you doing here? I'll ask you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking all over you. Looking for me? What have I for? Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without much of a word, and bade us you return to her side. What in the blazes are you talking about? I left the letter in our chambers. Though, I suppose she could have overlooked it. When she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologize. No harm done, Master Chai. But since we are here, might I ask you what compelled you to come all this way? We were told that you've been elected mayor, and from what I've gathered from the nearby villagers, you have been inquiring about the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume that you mean to take office? No. Not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Kalusia. That much is true. But I'm by no means sure that I'm the man to solve them. Tackling our many challenges will require resources, and until I have secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. And you believe said resource can be found here? Indeed. People's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I have already met with several individuals willing to lend me their aid in addressing them. That's cool. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plan, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in itself, proof of your suitability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I am certain that this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it's worth, I will vouch for you should he require convincing. I'm here to help too, buddy. I don't know what to say. You know. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. True, that is more powerful than words sometimes, huh? Not always, but very often. Saying the right thing can also be very powerful, but usually actions speak louder than words. For as long as I can remember, all I ever wanted is to make it into humor. That's a dream gone now. First like a bubble, or a boil, or like. Anyway, outside of repairing Master Alpino, I haven't had a clue what to do with myself. Spent most of my day in the days, but you know, I've been running up and down trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. And I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up Mount Gold, didn't you? How hard could metering be? You're going to steer humor in a better future. I know it. And I will help. And I want to help. Properly help. Do something that makes a difference. Oh, he's so sweet, Cashier. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work it out. On the way. Let me come with you, that is. You give me entirely too much credit, you lot of. A lot of you. Oops. I can't deny it, it gives me heart. Come, let us press on together. Hey, the merry band. Thank you, Master Chai. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Humor needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here, to find the one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. Who is this man exactly, yours? And are you certain he's in Enmity? Rendon is his name, and yes, he was, or he is, or was. I scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to his father when he was in office. If Ranjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was his left, and between them, they kept humor on the road to prosperity. The city needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. And even if you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him here in Amity? May be able to shed some light on his reasons for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristal then. As I recall, you made a rather favorable impression on him. I am certain he would be willing to talk to us. Tristal it is. Greetings, friend. And you too, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask after Rendon. Couldn't help but overhearing you earlier. Exchange. Yes, well, with all three gone, Humor wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in hope that we could build a better Humor together. That's still my wish, but given how abominably you were mistreated there, I will quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Humor, and I would not see it suffer for FFXIV's villainy. As you no doubt gathered from the meeting earlier, Brendan can be rather uncompromising. He has principles, you see, little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Huh. Your desire to do right, to right the wrongs of your past, of Humor's past, quite admirable. But I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, in the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying, he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to the cause. And prove to him that Humor has a resolve to change. A resolve to change? I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear with your intentions. Very well. To Pit 8 we shall go. And I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. So this is Pit 8. Oh, there he is. See what he's all about.
Well, it's you again.
Ooh, voice line.
Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
No, I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Yulmoran's. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord FFXIV's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Who are they now?
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord FFXIV. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make.
At least he smiled.
In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmor. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise FFXIV was creating. And so I left my homeland behind.
Well, second chance, bro.
But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under FFXIV's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
I can offer no simple answer to that question.
Come on, buddy. Find it in yourself.
But this much I will say.
There you go.
It is my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice.
The high
And
road.
sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with War 3. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Yulmore for the people.
A Yulmore for the people. I'd rather like the sound of that.
That's so nice. That's rather moving. I don't know why.
My counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems. But first, I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Fair. Fair. Right then. Is there a particular issue you would like have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems of Yulmore now faces. I assume you will agree, therefore, that the matter of the dwindling food stores is the most pressing. Ah, yes. Meal being the neither desirable nor less sustainable option. I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not like to be contribute too much to society, save violence perhaps. But tell me, how do you propose we solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. A combination of measures would be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another of that of protection. Go on. For the present, numerous coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. To the furthest time to address the underlying problem that affects us all. Long-standing neglect of agriculture. The villages that once served a source of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated. Their means of production restored. Assuming, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My, think of that all by yourself, did you? Well, yes. Ian has a rather abstract plan, I drafted some time ago, after speaking with the peoples of Yumor and the nearby settlements. You impress me. News. Turning news. Oh, have I? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon. And one which I have given much thought. I propose to use the Talos to aid the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment would drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But the Daedalus stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, the heir to the Daedalus stoneworks, it just so happens that the Daedalus are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain that we can acquire what we need in no time at all. And that's the plan. You figured it out, buddy. Let's go. Let's go execute. I like that the post content is really all about rebuilding. As well as the Eden raid, you know, restoring the empty. News looks with steely determination. Look of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking on his knees. Brennan is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time, and we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Galusia. True, there's quite a lot of them. They all need to be deactivated, of course. And if memory serves, the tools required should be still in the top rung. Come with me. Alright. So there's a hunt going on in this area, apparently. Aha! Old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with the dashly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether in the Talos. But we need only get within throwing distance of one to let it fly. Thus disabling without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter. to get them to march to Yulmore. For more extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing cannons is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if that ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting for you to make a meal of you. That's as may be, Kaishir, but Rendon asked me to task me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by, while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mayor thought it doesn't fill me with dread, truth be told. Can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labor. To make it sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Guy Shear says. These lands are dangerous, if one is not careful. But I ask you to use my spyglass and look out for any dangerous beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue Talos. Understood? Alright. Good. Then, let's be off. The quick way. Through the north gate, and see if we can find a suitable vantage point for you. Well done. You may leave the next one to me. Or I. Alright. Just be careful out there, okay, buddy? Ah, he's got this. Oof. Nice. Aha! That should do it. We have all we need to proceed. Okay. Interesting. Just 3. Victory. I can scarcely believe it. It was reckless. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. You planned to replenish Umor's food stores, showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, explain that your time at the Dallas Stonework has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified for the next mayor of Ilmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains, I am wholly ignorant to the world's politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Ilmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem that Ilmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. You can all agree? Uh-huh. You'll probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all, Lady Chai's worried sick.
Right then, form a line and make for Yulmore.
Let's go.
What's that noise?
It looks a bit like Arbit.
Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
Look closer, buddy. One guard. Oh, 2 guards. 3 guards. Okay.
Stay back! All of you!
Is that...
Yay.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see.
Just passing out.
Oh, oh dear.
Ass up. What is this? Actually needs healing. You choked the ether flow out of him.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful!
I like the dude, the cat boy with the kilt. Back here. Again. Breathe, buddy.
Please.
Again. He's like being ragdolled, holy shit. You okay? I'm fine. Just need a moment. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, I was not expecting your return so quite grand. That dear sweet man, I'm going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. That was quite the reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word has spread around Yulmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. What kind of word is that? Get up, buddy. You have a town to lead. Oh, pardon me. No need to fret, Mordai. I have never felt better. And so overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then we'll go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet the new mayor. You there, cashier, was it? Will you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. I'll let the guards know not to bar the way to Vault-Thru's chambers. As goes without saying, I can expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming he's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? Doorman, the Crown's Lift will show you up. Of course we will. Moving forward. I just wanna see. The evening music here is also pretty chill, I want to say. Like a nice violin. And then some sort of harp. Ah yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The merchant is already filling up with more people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we've reserved a place at the front. Right this way, sir. Oh. Speech. Speech.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthree's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning.
That makes me happy. I don't know why. That we sort of solved this place.
An election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthree. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
Democracy! I think. Or like a council, maybe?
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthree must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone.
Yes.
And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved.
Yes, nice. Well said.
The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's
That's
foundations
so nice.
and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmor!
Why do Oran Mail always do like the golf clap? Feels so sincere, you know? Alrighty. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Steered them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. It's true. Look at oneself first. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all these changes possible. Within my power, I would carve a tribute to her heroism into the very stone upon the city stand. No need for that. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your majoral seat? You will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big. And for one thing, and too far away from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the Pallor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hayden Bet? Aye, that's me. I like your speech, but there's some folk outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow. And more, who are counting their crumbs. If you've a plan to change that, I'll help to set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take offers than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Mordine. I would hope to see you again before long. And you too, buddy. Always a pleasure. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I know I've got plenty to think about. Since we all have a great deal to consider, I had resolved to remain here until such time that human's future was secured, but it's clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. There it is. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it's time we went on ours. Reminds me so much of Limsa. Because it is a puppy. Except no water. Well, there is water, but not as high. But Alphanov's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this time. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something's better's taking its place, and I reckon I want to be part of it. But this humor for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference though. Help keep things changing for the better. Hey Winter. How are you doing? A far nobler dream than the one which you clung before. And I'm happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. I have raid soon, but I've seen you online. Say hello. Ah, I'm pretty good. It's just my cavities are like very stuck, so I don't know what's going on. I guess it's the pollen allergy, but other than that, I'm pretty good. Thank you. Just doing the post content. I think we're soon clearing 5.1. I think this or the next one might be the last quest of 5.1. And then we're moving into 5.2, which I need to complete before I can farm that one thing that I still need. I only need that headpiece still that I linked you earlier for the full glam. Everything else I have, so it's great. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? Got a few ideas on how to do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Pain in pleasure. And I have all these things from the Eden raids, and I don't know what to do with them. Maybe mask will be nice though. Yeah, I have the pollen allergy. Pollen and dust are my two allergies. Kind of annoying. But I think I might be able to show you the preview of it. If I... Oh. And then... Where is it? And I was thinking this weapon probably. Kind of fits. Looks cool, I think. Right? And then with that mask, it kind of finishes the whole thing. And what I really like about it, none of the pieces is supposed to go together. It's like Eden Call Meal, Antiquated Abyss Gauntlets, the Chaos Flanarts, and then Replica Dreadwyrm. And then the headpiece will be a completely different piece as well. And I like that it sort of works together. You know, it's not supposed to be. Yeah, the mask will be, exactly. Because that, I think, is the closest resemblance to what it's supposed to be. and then Yui being, you know, the beardless wizard. But I feel like we have to do a little bit of an acting thing, you know, the iconic "You shall not pass," and then, I don't know. I think it will just be a lot of fun, you know. I don't know, they might disqualify me for, you know, cheating, because one, I'm not sure if we're supposed to do themes, but I just really felt like doing Disney as for one, and then I think this one will also really be a lot of fun. And then I don't know, I think it's just gonna be a lot of fun. You must set a time to plan that. Yeah. I'm not sure if you probably work on Friday, at least I do. I was thinking maybe just a bit before the event starts on Saturday, we could just, I don't know, drop in Discord and talk things through and maybe make like one or two, I don't know, a bit of a rehearsal thing like we did with the other clan event when we did that. Doesn't have to be very long, but I think it would be a good idea. To have like a, what do you call it, general repetition, I suppose. Yeah. So it's 3 p.m. UK time, so for us it would be 4 p.m. Because they're in GMT, and I think both you and me are in GMT +1. Yeah, something like that. I was thinking something similar, exactly. Truly, Tukai share that thus inspired by our actions. It's inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I wish to stay and see what comes of the efforts here in Newmore, we have matters of our own to attend. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower and inspect Luke's studies as born fruit in our absence. Cool. Amazing. I'm just excited to see people's reactions. I hope they can appreciate it, you know. And again, they might DQ me for for breaking and bending rules, but they haven't really stated rules. It only said like, hey, this you know, it's gonna be content creators and you know, Alpsters and both Steffi and Lulu from the Fashionista channel will be judges. And you know, running a Fashionista channel, I feel like they are leading the anarchy, exactly. I mean, I've always been a bit of a rebel, you know. What can I say? Exactly, and it's all for fun, you know, who cares? I'm just gonna be like, I have an assistant, or no, I'm not gonna call you assistant, that's kind of derogatory, that's not what you are. I have a partner in crime. And you just come charging in. I'm here! Gonna be fun, I think we're gonna have fun. A bit like streaking, you know? At like an important, I don't know, Wimbledon or something. Welcome back. We are given to understand the new mayor has taken office in Newmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend the inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in the preparation of the White Orside? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principle of soul transference and concluded at length that White Orside is ill-suited for our purpose. Oh boy. But, Yuanjie, did you not say that, compared to the massy souls of an Ashen, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed with as we are with Beckluck's invaluable insight, would indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, if we did blatantly realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Orosight doth require. Thus, for shedding of these fleshy simulacra and the sulfite of ether to compress them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyche as well. Oh boy. You must prepare. Alright. Good luck. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm sure we'll have a chat. And good luck raiding tonight. Which one are you doing? I think you're clearing, right? Or you're progging still. So good luck with your progress. Hope it goes well tonight. And have lots of fun, of course. For it and theoretically be possible to channel your minds into our side instead. But it would have more likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Oh boy. Which is why we have abandoned that plan, and instead devoted our time to finding a new means by which soul and mind might be transported together. The last one. Oh, sweet. And we are no closer to a solution than we first began. It is a vexing conundrum, indeed, but for which the Crystal Exarch has posited an intriguing solution. When our discussions turned to the transference of the memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I had personal experience. Mordai, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from the encounter with Doga and Unai? I speak of the royal eye of the elegant imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood of the memories of the ancient elegance. It was a gift that I may control. By this gift I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the elegants were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also our bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wherever so it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best Mordai return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed. Imagine Tataru must be relieved to hear that we've made progress of sort. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings on Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should you have a need of counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? That's funny, because we just did the Eden raid, well, up to Shiva, so we kind of helped Green and Thancred and now Urianjay already with that. So it's kind of fun that he now mentions that he's actually going to help them with the empty. That's cool. So I guess this happens before that, technically. This him leaving. So now we go back to, yeah. Alright, with that, I'm gonna go be right back real quick because I have to pee. Here we go. Let's go say hi to Tataru, shall we? Kodai, you're back. How did everything go with the first? Wait, don't tell me. Krala will be here shortly. And she'll want to hear too. Just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. Gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Alright, take ample time. Here we go. Let's see those cutscenes. I'm assuming they're voice acted, but I don't know.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Here you go. Hi, Kryle.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Making some progress.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
That's good to know. Is this real? Or who's coming in?
Oh, you're back.
Ooh, husbando. Estinian. Looking good, my boy.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
How do you do? And the Heavensward music plays.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
I love this music.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Ras Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose.
And you ran into
Inside a provincial
Gaius.
factory,
Yep.
that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter. Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Oh, now we actually learn about it as a character.
But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvus. Nor did the surprises end there, for no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Oh, we get the echo of this.
What's wrong?
Wait, Kryle as well? I saw Kryle also grab her head. him in action, his body at least. Not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. You would join me by then by all means. For a good bit will do. The Black Wolf. The Azure Dragoon. Posters might suffice. Oh boy. Come then. It's like an anime style fight. Wow, he just blocked it with his... Okay, now he's just trolling them. What the fuck? Oh, the fusion. That's cool. Simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly there's no place like home. Oh, he has both eyes now. Before there only was one, I thought. Abomination. Whatever he is, Mordar was barely a match for him. We stay here much longer. Emperor Varus, your radiance, are you alright? You may wear are welcome. Your radiance, no! Must even the most middling of sports be spoiled, the world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. DDoS! Lol, one-handed. Hey. Well, any bright ideas? Just one. What are you planning? Is that who I think it is? Oh no, never mind. Julia. Oh, she has a name now. And that's her twin? Anya and Julia. I think we may have already been introduced to them. I think with Xenos first. Oh no, that was the royal guard of the Emperor, wasn't it? Units have taken flight. I repeat, the units have taken flight. Deploy all available Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. Alright. Husbandos safe. For now. Oh, we get to play as... Holy shit. Okay. That's the 1-2-3 combo. That's the skydive. Okay. This is, I assume, a potion. Restores air HP. Okay. I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh no, that's actually Gaia's doing a lot of damage. Phew. Actually us too. Damn, we get to play as him, huh? Estinian, our boy. Oh boy. Hey wee! That didn't do a whole lot. Damn, they are annoying, these twins. Do we get to attack them, or do we ignore them? Oh, here we go. I think not. Ooh. Bitches. I like his armor. Looks so good. Wait, quickly. Seen in warm blood. Right then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. See the outside, stay safe. God, I hate these alarms. Sounds so bad. Is this where you have to go? Does it open up? Oh yeah, it does. So weird to see this name, Estinian Blood. It's a nice touch though. Here we go. Well, somebody's been busy. Oh. Wait, who's the body who's in there? Oh god. Arch Ultima. This thing is horrible. You would bar my way, would you? So be it. What was that thing that was... Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. Oh, damn. What the fuck is that thing in the back? Whose body is that? Ugh, that's creepy as shit. Oh boy. Alamorn delivers an attack. Absorbs a portion of damage dealt. Delivers an attack with potency damage over time. Okay, this is my dot. Gives an attack with potency to all enemies nearby. It's an AoE. Star Driver delivers a jumping fire-based attack to all enemies. Okay, another AoE. And that is a dragon's. Okay. We get to build limit break as well. Interesting. Okay, we dodged that. Okay, dodge. I don't see the dot on him, that's the issue. Load data. Oh, I thought I was supposed to like jump them. Plays like a dragoon. Ah, I get it now. Feels weird to have this on one, to be honest. Oh boy. Alright, good. Okay. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's badass. That is fucking epic. Hell yeah. Got that abomination. Oh god, look at that. That is horrible. Guardians and their Machina. So, where are you guys? May have run into some issues if he's not here with him. Hey Jesser. Long time no see. How have you been, buddy?
Are you alright?
That was cool. I like that that bit. That was fun. Yazoo Dragoon indeed.
Peer into my past, did you?
Ah, you're at work then.
Well, I didn't quite relive the
Glad to hear
experience
it.
as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit.
Yeah, that was kind of terrifying.
Escaping death, jumping from one
Not
body
gonna
to
lie.
the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
True.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
So you back in office then? Everything sort of back to normal where you are?
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray.
I think this is the end of 5.1 if I'm
Until
not
order is
mistaken.
restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black
Yeah.
Rose.
True. I mean, those burning hips don't lie. Such an ass, Ian. Damn. That boy thick.
Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments.
We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something.
Oh boy.
Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
That much I gathered.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riel and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
Was it a bargain?
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Please. The tower is so cute. Oh, no?
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Huh. So it was just contracted to do this.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Did you read the tale story about Kral and Tataru recruiting a Estinian? It's hilarious. I have not. I didn't know, I wasn't even aware that he was under contract with them to begin with.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
Very funny. I had no clue. I thought he just did this for the, you know, from the goodness of his heart, where he's like, you know, the whole world is in battle with the Empire, let me actually fight the good fight. I had no idea he was on the contract.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest?
Is it like a strip? Or how did they write those tales? That's pretty cool. It's like this untold story, and then they made a tales about it as well. Huh? The line that the scene has about the secretary of theirs is a trained spy, and that Valdesian woman is a reference to the story. So on the official 14 website supplement. Ah, yeah. I think there's also one about the Dragon Song Wars, and I think Super has been pressing me to try and read those. I just forgot about that. That is the thing, kind of, a little bit. I should really see those at some point. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Well, stay here and rest for a while. I'm sure Luke can manage without you. They have enough science to help him, if you ask me. Oh, that's really nice. That's good to know. Although I must say that I am sad to say that I have been spoiled that indeed in Endwalker you're fighting both Zodiark and Heidelin. But I had a feeling after the whole light and darkness disbalance thing that you were actually going to face them. Yeah. it is what it is. You know, it was really hard. Like this late into the expansion, where pretty much people are done with the first set of raids, you know, 6.0. It's really hard to avoid. It's fine, you know. I already had a hunch because I just finished Shadowbringers, right? So I know about their sort of fight and how they need to be in balance. I thought, like, yeah, that's for sure coming back. You know, there's no way we're not gonna touch Zodiac. Zodiac I knew for sure. Hydrogen, I was like, maybe, but apparently so. But you know, it is what it is. Traitors, you would dare to deny Lord Nerva the throne? Who's Lord Nerva? I think, yeah, I think I still will be. I mean, the reason why, the whole story, the build up, all of that, I'm clueless. I've only literally seen a few scenes where people were progressing through those fights, and I haven't really paid attention. I was literally like, oh, okay, this is apparently a fight in Endwalker. And that's all I know about it. Minerva is one of the imperial relatives trying to claim the throne. That note too. Onward, before this day is gone. Victory shall be ours. So this is like a civil war in the Garlemald Empire? Or, you know, at least in their... one of their domains, I think, no? Boring, boring, boring. His whole life is a bore, huh? You think? I find it amusing, like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. Who this? Oh. Elizabeth. That you, your soul is... Who are you? That not Elizabeth? Oh, it's just a white-robed figure. Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost, in the want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you should wish it so. I know full well the prey you seek next. Zodiac. Bum, bum, bum. But that's the spoiler. Now we know for certain that it's going to be a fight. Damn. There is a lot of cuts. Oh, we get to see you more. I mean, they warned me that there was going to be a lot of cutscenes, but damn. I like these kilts. Or these, like, inside down sweaters down to the waist. Looks cool. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks. They're looking for laborers. There's talk of resettling some old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on free talus to help everyone willing to make the move. Free talus? Ha! You best get packing. Steady work, board and lodging. That's not a recipe for hope. And I don't know what is. Hey, they're making progress. Is this Artbert? Hope? Is it? Wait, what? Eh? What? Why is Omnius music? Is this somebody else who stole Artbert's body? Like the other, Oh my god, what the hell? Yes, so long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. You're not Albert, are you? It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. Oh, shit. He spoke of our dream. Was that Emmett Cell? What the hell? Cliffhanger? Old enemies, new threats. Oh, Roban! Oh, fuck. I did not mean to open my mail there. Oops. Okay. Kryl is glad for your return, though it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings to share. Let us see. Oh, we got the achievement black and white. I'll check what that gets us later. Would I? Why, what a pleasant surprise. You've come to inquire after the Archons. Fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. We mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magic may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time with the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. For the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah, Maxima. Ah, Morda. It has been far too long, my friend. Forgive me. I don't believe we have been formally introduced. Maxima, former Guardian Ambassador. I remain here in Eurasia under the auspice of Commander Alden, offering what counsel I can in hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah yes, I've heard the stories of a defector from Garlemont. But never mind that. You said you have urgent news? Indeed. You may have heard the Imperial capital is in Tilmore, and a sizable portion of the Guardian forces have been recalled from the Gimlet Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that he's a de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Alden has arrived for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested the presence of the Science attend as well, a representative of the Science attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished to extend the invitation. It would seem the time is the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I'm not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all this. Yes, of course. Then we must make for Alamigo Quarter. With all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two. Bye, Detaru. Old enemies, new threats. Okay, what did black and white get us? Probably a title, I imagine. Over virtuous deeds. All right. Ooh, bird. I have it too. Well, Alma awaits us in the royal palace. If you please follow me. Here we go. Guys.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
We have.
I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
That we don't.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea. Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Ease up, come on. There we go.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, Primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Oh boy.
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you.
Fair.
And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days, but it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further.
At least he recognizes that.
I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to
That's
history
good.
once and for all, even if it means begging your aid. The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
Right, let's do it. That version we fought as Justinian looked horrible, with like a shouting human in the back.
Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Right, see you, Maxi.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first.
Now we have to like fight both fronts, huh?
I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Wait, what? Oh no, please don't. Don't tell me that's gonna be a thing. Oh boy. I would hate to make that choice, yeah. What the fuck? As ever, way forward is paved with difficult decisions. Say that again. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of the new ultimate weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Science grow ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the ultimate weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. Alright, conferring with you now. I take it you are ready to return to the first? Then I would ask that you apprise the others of the recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and development of the new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure that Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep the corporeal ether stable. Safe travels, Mordai. I hope to see you again. The other Science soon. On the way home. Or the way home, rather. Alright. There's still quite some quests, like The Aspiring Skywatcher. Manic Pixie Dream Realm. Oh, you like 3 nuts? By the time you hear this. Minstrel from another mother. Like a brother from another mother. Funny. Come at the most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the souls and the means to return the Scions home. I trust you too have been making good use of your time. Yeah, about that. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others, that we might all be apprised of the situation. And so now Black Rose and the Ultima weapon, and it's all gone to shit. It's so escalating so quickly, though. No reason to think critical.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
Always the pen away when my character speaks, or your character.
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
I'm surprised that we never get to fight the Emperor, because he's just dead.
Of that there is no doubt, and doth
I think.
compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Hey, that's what
Thanks
we like
in
to
large
hear.
part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Hey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations.
Nice.
And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
So I can just yoink their souls and bodies in there, huh?
Soul and mind both.
Oh, mind.
That will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Alright, I dig it.
However,
Oh boy. Only one at a time? For what?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them.
Ah.
For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
So, how do we imbue it?
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
Huh.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am
Interesting.
hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge
So,
we
how
require
do we do
to
it?
pursue one or the other of these avenues.
Alright, bookworm it is.
as well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
We don't have that much time. You gotta be quick.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it
Exactly.
pains me that I must ask you to do so.
Yeah.
I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
Oh yeah, he still feels quite responsible, huh? Because he yoinked everybody.
My apologies.
Oh, Lena. My favorite side character. Or one of my favorite side characters.
Fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Yes, Lena?
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Okay.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exxon's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
I suppose. Wonder what the what the jingle for Endwalker is gonna sound like. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of this scholarly research, it will be a good step outside for a spot fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak to Lena? That we shall. Lena. Coming. With little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and ask for your assistance in slaying it. What? Sin Eater? But a few yet remained in the night after the night had returned, but as we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single eater, and perhaps the task of a simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. Excellent. Then let us make for fourth drop. Okay. That is probably going to be the last one that I do for today, because it's closing in on 10, and I would like to be in bed by 10-ish. 10:15 maybe. So I have a good night's sleep, and then we'll continue this tomorrow. So this is going to be my last quest for today, with Lena. If you would wait here for a moment, I will gather the others. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before. Ah shit. Why was it an auto? Though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was death's door the day the Sin Eaters attacked. Only you and yours hadn't come along. Like to step through. You wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was at the there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes. I had no choice but to cut her down. Oh god, we've seen that scene. The thought of it, returning to the field and holding a blade again, filled me with dread. There was no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down. From that way forward. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly. Seems only like yesterday I watched you as you took flight. Astride in the Marrow to go and save the Oracle. Strange to think of the Umoran soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side. But we will do our utmost best to keep the peace here in Lakeland. Alright. Some able bodies. Seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked I escort him to the clearment. It was longer than I anticipated. I'm not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to an honored guest. It won't happen again. My name is Taylor. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. Oh. That's him. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to him. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to heart. And the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. True. You got heart, buddy. My friend got to see the knight return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for a promise of which they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Alright. Your heroism has inspired all of the guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. So we are just here as like a sort of a rallying kind of a beacon of hope. Oh, we get the chair. Oh yes, I forgot how beautiful the purple or violet trees are in this area. Is that an ether? Oh, it looks like it. This is the Artbet song.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
I did it anyway. Brave souls.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Huh.
By
Tancred?
himself. Certainly does no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, axe.
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness?
Artbet.
And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. That was it. Buckled off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Eh? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Hmm. Oh, are we absorbing that? That's no good. Oh, never mind.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today, but I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Huh. More burly horse than I thought he would have.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias.
Well...
But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing.
Yes?
A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Why, of course. For Lena?
I shall go on ahead.
Okay, I gotta know now.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Go on.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
Heh. Why is that your concern? Anchors keep us to where we have chosen to be. He's lost without you, you know? And he misses you already. I don't think he's lost without her, but this is a good one, I think.
Is that so?
I mean, that's the whole idea about an anchor. You
Perhaps
put
we
it
might
down
remain
and then...
as we were. As we have always been. What a relief.
Are you in love with him?
In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
That's cute. I like Lena. She's a cool character. Very fond of her. Seeking counsel. Alright. And with that, I think it's a good time to end it here. So, according to my overview thing, which is this, I've done Seeking Counsel. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests to do. And I'm assuming I can do those tomorrow. And that will unlock way more heroes. And I think this will give me the Hero's Gambit or the Hero's Gauntlet, if I'm not mistaken. And that is the instance that I need for a specific item. Oh no, the Hero's Gauntlet is here. Oh. Okay. So 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. I hope I'm able to make this. Because I have tomorrow to stream and then Friday. And then before Saturday I have to have this unlocked and a specific item that I still need for my glam for Saturday. So hopefully I can make that in time. I'm not so sure. How many did I do today? I went here from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today I did 9. So I think it should be doable. Hopefully. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and for lurking, because I've seen, people being there but not really being chatty. That's fine. I appreciate lurkers here as well, because it does help. Believe it or not, my channel is quite small, so any interaction, any sort of engagement that I get from videos or streams is always appreciated and helpful. I do this as a part-time job, not really a job, more as like a part-time hobby thing, and I would hope it at someday maybe turns out to be something more. Maybe I can start working part-time in my actual job as physical therapist and start focusing more on my channel. But for now, this is sort of all the time that I can spare with it. I'm having lots of fun though, and that's what it is all about. I hope it can bring some entertainment value to people as well, while enjoying video games, one of my hobbies. And with that, I leave you for the night. I will be back tomorrow, probably around 7 GMT plus 1. Have a good night for now. Sleep well. And again, I appreciate you guys. Bye.